Hello, I'm here. I'm going to sit and work on this stuff tonight. I see Randy's here. Hello, Randy. Let me get everything set. We'll see who shows up and see what y'all have been up to. I'm getting there. Got to
people look at this pile of yarn and they're like,
okay. Good morning. Good morning. Did I say good morning? Hello. I'll just say hello. It ain't morning. It's almost bedtime. What am I thinking? Getting all confused. I guess I start videos good morning sometimes. I want to say good morning, but it's good evening. Good evening to Jennifer and Randy so far. Who else can I say good evening to? Good evening. Good evening, Marla. Good evening, Rhonda. I'll say evening, so I'll quit trying to say morning. Hello, Kim Burris. Yep, and I need somebody up here with me. Let me show y'all. Y'all see what I've done? It's not very far, but that's what I've got done. Isn't that a mess? It's gonna be kind of pretty though. I've got some stuff here ready that maybe I can sit here and cut for a few minutes tonight. Hello, Karen Evans. No, it's not. Yeah, it is Evans. Somebody else better come up and read. I'm getting all confused already. My goodness. Maybe I better not cut on this quilt. I can't even read. How am I going to be able to concentrate on what I'm doing? May have a hard time, I reckon. I'm in this chair and I probably need to stand up to do this right. And I've got this bright light, but if I turn on the bright light, y'all not gonna be able to see me. Be like a halo around me if I turn on the bright light. Hello, Janice Miller. I'm going to scoot my table back because I think I'm going to stand up here. I'll sit back down if I need to. Let's see if I can cut some of these. Hello, Gladys. Gladys, you can read. You want to come read chat? Get my chair over out of the way. That cord that kind of goes to the bright light over my head. Lot of work to do left on this thing. And I've got to start that little baby boy quilt. But I hadn't made up my mind on what I want to do yet. Too tired. Gladys is tired. She's been online a lot today, so she's too tired. And what did I do today? Terry split some wood and I stacked it. I've not had too busy of a day, but I'm not just sitting in the house and done things. I think those are the prettiest little arcs. And as I'm cutting them, I'm just going to stick them over there to keep them up out of the way. I'm trying to take my time. Not be a real perfectionist, but do a good job on them. Let's see, Gladys didn't sleep well last night. I had some of them nights that I didn't sleep well because I slept in the recliner, keeping wood in the stove. The bed's a whole lot more comfortable. Oh, you like my shirt? Yeah. My shirt says support your local farmer. And hey, Maryland. I got to wave to Maryland. Y'all wave to Maryland. And Kim, it's been pretty cold here today. It was chilly here today too. It stayed cloudy all day, so the sun never popped out and warmed it up. It's going to rain tomorrow probably. Hello, Shirley, around to it. She says, hello, Miss Rita and everyone. She's waving, listening while I work on a Dresden plate. Oh, let's see. Kim Burris is working on the Dresden plate too. Not too many more days. I'm going to put this one away. Y'all know that because you know me. You know I won't finish one till I'm good and ready. Hello, Linda Brookshire. Sure, Brita comes over and need to work on, get that binding and get to work on it. We're going to be here for a while. Maybe you'll get pretty far while we're still here. Hello, Sharon. And I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, Sharon. I know you told me how to say it, but I'm going to try. Y'all say hi to Sharon. Hey, Don Armstrong. Am I missing anybody? Have I said hi to everybody? I try to. Don't get mad at me if I look down and miss somebody. Another one. I got to sew some more of them together. Let me show you. I've got some of them sewed together. You make like 4 of these and put them together to make these blocks. I'm just barely started. Hey, Joan. Put my table back a little further. Hey, Jane Martin. I'm going to show you the double reading ring quilt that I've got. Let me show you. I've showed you this one before. This is my vintage one that my grandma made for me a long time ago, probably in the 60s. She made me and my sisters all one. And so I'm even putting the red and white in mine because that's what grandma put in hers. And she made 4 of them, one for Carolyn, one for me, one for Teresa, and one for Denise. And it's not a great old big one. I've kept this one put up. I've never used it. I've had it for a long time, but I've never used it. But Grandma made this one, so I want to try to make one kind of like hers, like that. And this one is all hand pieced and hand quilted. So this one is kind of my inspiration. Because my grandma on my mama's side, she loved to piece quilts. That was her favorite thing to do, was to cut and piece quilts. So if grandma can do them 4 that me and my sisters have, surely I can do one. Surely, can't I? And it's going to be a little different, but it's going to be a little the same too. I know, Randy, grandma's is better. Grandma's was made with love. But maybe Rita's is too. It is a treasure. I brought it in here when I got ready to cut these little pieces right here because I wanted it to be like kind of like grandma's. Oh, the border on this one? Let me show you. It's all, grandma scalloped it all. Now, I don't know if I'll scallop mine. But she's got the red and white in the corners, and then her arcs. So that's what I'm copying mine after. The curves? No, not too bad, Marilyn. They wasn't too bad, but they wasn't perfect either. But that's what they look like on that side. And there's the back of mine. So they wasn't too bad. I did mess up on one. I ain't gonna lie. Let me show you this one, because this one's not right. See, this one is. I guess I'll rip it out and pull it a little further because I didn't do them all right. So this one I had trouble with, but this one I didn't. So I ain't gonna lie. I don't like sewing them curves, but you can kind of, they fit pretty good. Well, you know what I'm having trouble with is getting these little marks. You see, it's got those little cut places. I'm having a hard time getting anything that'll go in those little grooves and cut that. So I'm not really marking them. I'm just kind of pinning it and sewing because I can't get anything in them little holes. Hey, Barbara Terry. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to our little chat. I don't know if I'll ever get mine done, but I'm going to start it and I'm going to work on it just out of nostalgia because of Grandma's quilt. Y'all welcome Barbara in. Where are you from, Barbara? Bottle of whiskey helps on the curves. It may do it. I'll get some of them cut, and I'll show you guys how I'm sewing them curves later on. Not right now. I need to cut some more pieces because about all I cut was just a few to experiment on. I do want somebody up here with me though. Don't know who it's going to be. What's the brand of your templates? I'll show you. And there may be better ones and worse ones out there, but mine are, can you read it? Is it backwards? It's cut right double wedding ring template set using the slit and sew method. The fastest, easiest way to piece for quilters of all skill levels. And that's what my templates are. And instead of having all this one piece here in the center, it's going to be 4 pieces put together. Well, you know, Ginger, I tried marking it with the pencil and I couldn't get anything that would fit in that slot. It'd take a really, really skinny pencil to get it in there because I tried that. And the knife on the rotary cutter won't work. So I'm not marking it. I'm just sewing it without marking it. For better or worse, it would take a skinny something and I don't know what to use. I'm going to move this. I think I'm going to hang it over the back of my chair here. That thing's just pretty old. That's the set I'm going to order. The first order was canceled, so I'm ordering from someone else. Let's see. Hi, I guess Diane's in here. Hi, Diane. I missed your name. Okay. Just Randy. It's just Randy. Well, looks like you're sitting in the dark.
Yeah, I only got the one lamp on. Let me go turn the other one on.
I mean, it's okay. I want to turn my bright light on over my head, but y'all won't be able to see me if I do. Well, you know, this has got the awfulest instructions. It really does. I can't make heads or tails out of how
big Mary.
Like pieces needed for one block. I can't make sense out of that. You use that template set? Can you tell them what size it makes, Diane? Because I can't. Yeah, what did you use to mark the notches? Because I can't find nothing that'll fit in the notches.
Hi, Jennifer. How about, Rita, maybe does it have to be something you can wash out? Does the marker, will the mark show later?
It's not gonna show. What do you got in mind?
What about like a real thin marker, one of them little ones?
Well, it had to be real thin because nothing fits in there.
Or
See,
an ink pen? Will an ink pen fit in there?
I don't think so. And that would go in there, but it's gonna have to be really. Maybe if I made it really long, I had to make it go out real long to fit.
Hi, Cindy.
Might do that. Now, but then it's gonna break on me real easy, won't it, girls?
Yeah, it'll break.
Oh.
Take an ink pen apart where you just got the ink, the tube.
Well, I might try that. I don't have an ink pen here by me right now.
Doing, they redo semi trucks, the interior, making like diamond tuck and everything. And he took an ink pen part and was marking the material to sew with. All he took was the inside of an ink pen.
Okay. And Donna says there's an X-Acto knife and a small rotary cutter. I brought a small rotary cutter in the house from the quilt house a few minutes ago. I'll go get it and try that. But big borders with applique. Okay. Oh, so you made it fancy. Hello, Kathy Jackson.
Use the scissors to notch it.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's in the basement.
You want to guess?
Rhonda.
It's just me.
just Randy and just Rhonda.
I was on another. You can go through Facebook Messenger with all my children. We get together and do a little craft, and little Natalie made like a flower with her feet. It was fun.
I wouldn't let her up, Rita. She didn't even say goodbye the other day. She just clicked and
no, that man called her and she just dropped.
That was so rude.
So rude. I am so sorry.
Sure you are.
I was so sorry. Not. Hey, Miss Rita, I couldn't hear you, but I saw you hold up a wedding ring. Is that an old quilt or something?
My grandma made it.
My grandma made me and my sisters all one back in the 1960s. Grandma died in 1976, and Mama saved them for a long time for us. But she made all of us girls one. And it's not big. It's only about a full size. Because, back years ago, they made little quilts. They didn't make big old quilts. But this is the reason I'm going to put the red and white in my corners and make it 30 scrappies. What I'm wanting. And I may never get mine done. But anyway.
Yeah, Linda Shannon just told me that before she went to work. We're having freezing rain coming in the morning.
Really? It's not getting down here, is it?
It's going to rain here tomorrow, though. And what is it? Valentine's Day or so? We're supposed to have snow again.
Oh, really?
A few days. I forget what day it was, but a few days out.
Well, I plan on being down in Texas, and I like to leave my sinks dripping, but I can't leave them dripping for that long.
Well, I don't know if it's going to get blue cold. You might be okay. It's not going to get like it did before, but I don't think.
Hi, Doggo Ben.
Let's see. Hi, Rita. I've had a rough day, so I'm just saying hi, and then I'll be back to sleep. Yesterday, Physical therapy went okay, but today I just hurt. I hope tomorrow is better. Caregiver comes tomorrow. Well, I hope you get to feeling better.
Me too.
But
Yes.
you rest. But if you wake up, come back and join us. A box cutter. I saw that. A box cutter. That might mark it too. But these that I sewed, I didn't even notch them. I just sewed them. Ooh, Jennifer's 80 there. It was not real pleasant here today, though, was it? It was cloudy here, Rhonda. Was it cloudy in Conway, too?
I don't know. I never got out there.
You got outside. Well, I put a sweatshirt and went out and stacked some wood as Terry was splitting. Some big chunks got left out in the yard, and so he split them and I stacked them. And he kept saying it's hard for a one-legged man to split this wood. So, hey, Mona. Just use snips to cut the notches. That's probably what but I think I can sew it without all those notches too, though.
You know, I've seen. Can they be like a little bitty V? The notches.
Yeah.
You know what a paper puncher is, right?
Yeah.
I see people using they look like a paper puncher, but it cuts like a V. On some other shows doing things. I wonder if that would work easier.
Mm-hmm. But I want it laying on this piece of cloth when I do it. See?
Mona, he's got a bad hip and he won't go have it taken care of.
Yeah. So he just limps around. And I say, you need to go have something done. He said, no. So he limps around and I nag.
I'm still doing all my squares, cutting up thousands of little 2.5-inch squares.
When are you going to start sewing them together?
Well, I have started some as leader enders. That's hard picking which ones I want to sew together. I sewed some, but because I don't quite know the layout yet. I got to look at a pattern before I start. But I thought even if I sewed these together, I can make something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about
Mona,
making
did you get a cortisone shot?
A six. No, you know how you do a 9-patch?
Yeah.
I thought about doing a 6-pack and finding that blue color or something. I don't know.
But a 6 don't come out square, does it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're right. It is 9-patch. Yeah. Okay. So it has to be a 9.
Excuse her, Rita. She's blonde.
Real small, tiny scissors that you would use to embroidery with.
I do. If I could find them, I do.
Yeah, mine came with y'all see this embroidery? Or is this embroidery? This might not be embroidery. Yeah, I bought this from Missouri Star. And I noticed on the kit, they got some little scissors in there.
Aww.
And they have another one now I really like to get, but it's $50-something, but I haven't done this yet. They're so pretty flowers, but seems too intricate for me. I don't know. But, you know, I'm going to have this time here. I need to use it wisely. Steroid and something for inflammation.
I used to get the cortisone shots in my shoulders.
Ouch.
Rhonda, is that you?
No, it was me. I got a call. Be right back.
I turned mine down. If I got a call, I would probably
You would disappear. You'd go talk to that man if you got a call. So.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to use a rotary cutter to make the notches with the template. Oh, she's talking about the wedding ring? Or y'all,
Yeah. Let me go get I brought it in my bag back from the other house. I'm going to run and get that little one. But I don't know if it'll fit or not either. I'll be right back.
Oh, cool. I'm going to put this up. But I like that. Did anyone else get one of those sewing kits? It's got all the flowers you do on it. It wasn't cheap, so I need to use it. Make wise use of my money. Don't be a waster.
I'm back. What, Rhonda's man call her? She's gone, ain't she? So, Randy talking on the phone too? There it is. Found it. I can put stuff in here and I can't always find it again. And them not little bitty, but wonder if that pair would work. Exacto knife, it would be light and narrow. Yeah. That might be better. Because there's my little one. Put it back down here and see if it'll fit. Find up. That didn't seem to work. I don't see any on there. You still have paperwork all over. I got a lot of it done. Terry's got to get some of his farm receipts together. I did my part, and now he's lollygagging and not doing what he needs to do. But we worked on it. I made him sit down with me and go over a bunch of stuff. Pink and shears or pink and rotary cutter. Mona, what I'm trying to do is mark these little spots right here. It's got a little notches. Oh well, I think I'm just going to try to do it without it. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to not use them and do the best I can without marking them. I've never done one Mona either. I think it's going to be a little bit of a job. Stand up here. I can't work. Very good. Can't do some of these cutting down, standing. Can't do some of these sitting down because I got to turn it too many times. And this is just the pieces. There's all those white pieces to cut too. It did say to use a rotary cutter, but I can't get it to fit. Well, I couldn't get a pencil to fit in there either, Mona. Because I had a marking pen, and it'll work if I got it run way long out there. Probably needs marked on the back side though, don't it? And we'll see it on the front side. And it broke. I already broke the end out of it, so I'm not going to do it that way. Hey, Carlotta. Hey, Carlotta.
I'm back. It was my brother.
Oh.
He hadn't called me in a couple of weeks checking on me.
Does he live pretty close, or is he a ways off?
He's about 70 miles away.
Oh,
He used to do remodeling houses and building houses and stuff. He kind of semi-retired this year, but he was getting bored. So he's just telling me that he started working at the school as a janitor, just working part-time at night, just to keep busy.
We'll cut some of these white pieces too, so I can sew just a few at a time. Some of y'all probably cut it all out before you start sewing, but I don't.
How would you know how much to cut out anyway?
Well, it would take a bunch.
Yeah.
And most patterns tell you, but this one, I can't quite figure this one exactly out. I don't think it's real clear.
My mom, years ago when she was around, she worked at a place making ball caps, and she did the cutting the material. And she had this knife. She could stack up material like 3 inches thick, and it would cut it all out, cut really nice. You need that, then you could cut a big old stack of them out at one time.
You could, yeah. I used to work at the shoe factory, and they'd have, I guess it was some kind of knife they'd come down and cut.
Marilyn, this is for you.
Yeah. Gonna have to give him time out, ain't we, Marilyn?
Rhonda's going to have to tell her man in between 7 and 9 not to call.
Yeah, he needs to call after we get.
Call at 6 o'clock before you start. That way she don't interrupt anything.
Mm-hmm. Because she needs somebody to talk to after we go off here.
Mm-hmm. He's got to call early, though, because she'll go to bed with the chickens.
Yeah.
I can't say much. I got sick yesterday or the day before. My taco salad or casserole I made me sick. And I went to bed at 7 o'clock last night and didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. Then I laid back down on the couch.
How did it make you sick? Something in the food poisoning, or?
Janet didn't get sick, and she ate the same thing I did.
Huh.
It tasted good when we were on here and I made it. And then about 2 o'clock, I was still up. And I thought, well, there's some left. I'll go ahead and have me another small bowl of it. And then I went to go to bed about 3, and I just got really bad belly cramps, and
Huh.
when I just slept then all day last night, over 12 hours.
That's a long time. So you rested good.
I think that's what my mom used, Jane. I don't know what it was called, but 2 or 3 of my aunts worked there as a little cap factory here in town where we live, a small town, and my mom did the cutting all the material.
Put a crease in each piece. You give a place to line them up. Now that's a thought.
You still got all your digits, though, Jane? I got cut real bad. We have it's not in business no more. It's called walnut log, where they make the veneer for like paneling out of walnuts. And my uncle worked there, and he sharpened the knife that would cut that wood. And when I first started there, he told me stay away from the blade because it's really sharp. Well, yeah, things are sharp. And I'm cleaning the machine, and I touched that, man, it just sliced the hide right off me really quick.
Oh.
When you're cutting a material like that, that thing you got underneath of it, does it score it too and make it rough?
No, it's that's what it's for, is to cut with. So it doesn't hurt it bad. It might after a long time. But I show you. Can you not see? You see, it's not hurting it.
Oh, okay. I figured it might leave a little lines and material stick on it.
You can tell I've used it a lot, but it's not hurting it.
Hi, Karen. Lay on your left side. I can't lay on my left side, Marilyn. When I do my right side, right here underneath by my ribs, I get a big knot in that. I have to lay on my right side or on my back. You need to get a joke book too. I didn't like your joke today.
My joke?
Yeah, joke of the day.
I did that yesterday. Yeah.
Or yesterday.
That was just because somebody had sent me that on Facebook, and I happened to be working on them taxes and them numbers. I thought, I'm going to do this. Math of my chicken.
Linda's saying maybe use an 18mm rotary blade.
Like this one? Like that one, Linda? It's the little bitty one, but I couldn't get it to work either. Because see, it's a lot smaller than this one. But it didn't want to work either. I'm just going to try to sew them without them marks. Jennifer liked my joke.
Jennifer, you don't have to be nice to her. Jennifer's a suck up.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Marla said that's a 24 millimeter, Rita.
Well, I didn't know. What did y'all? I did. This is a 24, so the other one's even smaller. I didn't know. Where does it say that?
Would it say it on the side of the blade?
No, I don't think so. I've had this in about 30 years, and you know what? I've never used it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need a new blade in the one I am using. I've always got dull blades.
How long do they last?
I put a real expensive one in there, and it's supposed to last a long time, but I don't think it does.
Kim says 18 millimeter is about the size of a dime.
And what's that? About the size of a quarter, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, ladies, get together. Rita needs a 18 millimeter knife. So send her one.
No, I don't. I'm gonna make do without it. I'll be just fine.
You are too, Merlin. We already know it.
Well, tell us a joke, Marilyn, but keep it clean. Y'all want Marilyn to tell us a joke?
I got a clean joke for you. Wait a minute, I gotta read this one from Denise. Use a mechanical pencil to mark the notches. She's tried that, but she's afraid the lead's gonna break.
It did break. I had it run out there, and it done broke.
All right, guys. If you have 5 flies in the kitchen, which one is a cowboy? The one on the range.
Okay.
When I was driving one day years ago, this little boy, he was about 5 years old. He kept, playing on the CB with his dad. We was driving down the road, and that's the only one I remember. But he was telling jokes, and I remember that one.
That one stuck in your mind, and
yeah. My grandmother worked at Stetson Hats for years.
Oh.
And she was a really character, short, heavy set, big breasted, funny, And when she'd walk through Walmart or fart, she goes, "Did I do that?" or something. She'd be laughing and giggling. But they always people give her jokes. And when she retired, she gave me a folder that's about 2 inches thick of jokes that all the people at work give her. She actually made the hat for Hoss Cartwright when the Bonanza was going on.
Huh.
Yeah, she actually made the hat, the Stetson, for him.
Yeah, I remember that hat. Most of us in here watched Bonanza. I lost a piece. There it is.
He's saying use a number 2 pencil.
Okay. I think I've done gave up trying to mark them. I think I'm just going to sew without it. That's just an extra step. Take more time, and I'd like to finish this before when. It's going to be a long time. I probably ought to make it little.
I don't know if it would work or not, but have you got like a wood burning tool or something?
No, I don't.
I was gonna say make them holes just a little bit bigger so your pencil would fit in there.
Yeah.
Or have Terry take one of these drill bits and drill the holes just a little bit bigger.
Now, pencil won't fit either. I know, Marla, pencil won't fit.
Did you get all your paperwork done?
Almost, but not 100%. I hate doing that stuff, and we always wait till the last minute. But we have to get ours filed and the taxes paid on the farm by March the 10th, I think it is. So we have to do ours pretty quick. We don't get till April like some people. And it's pretty bad when you go to counting up and you almost have too much money and you're afraid you're going to have to pay because you made too much. But you ain't got no money either, so.
Yep, Uncle Sam wants his first too. Kim, she does so.
Sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't.
At least she does work, Kim. She don't sit around all day like you.
Randy, be nice. Kim don't sit around all the time. She's busy. She's been working. I'd like to take some of these back over to the sewing machine in a minute and see if they'd sew.
Yeah, we do the same thing, Jay Mary. We got a tax guy that actually has trucks. Him and his wife does it. They're getting pretty old though, but it costs us like $250 to do them. But Shannon puts like a ledger together and takes it over to him. It takes about an hour or so, and he does a really good job. Hi, Teresa.
Yeah, I'll take ours to the CPA, but I do all the adding up and sorting before I take them to him. So.
Teresa's in here. Rita.
Hey, Teresa. I'm trying to work on a double wedding ring, but I'm not going to get no hurry on it. I'm going to piddle with it. Because it's a job.
Sure, Kim. I'm from the show me state. You guys show me. Kim, you better start working on your stuff for Christmas. It's around the corner as slow as you are. Teresa made one of them, but she was late for the wedding, I think.
She got it way after the wedding. I've never made one before, but I've always wanted to. So I guess there's no time to, I guess if I ever want to do one, I guess it was time to start. It's time to try.
Lisa's not in here. I wonder how far she's got on hers.
I don't know. I've not seen her for a day or two. I'm a kind of dreading this one, Teresa, because it's going to be not going to be easy. I'll have to read my instructions. I think I'm going to take some of them over there and sew them together.
Do you sew sections together and then put it all?
It's going to
Small sections and go bigger sections?
You'll take 4 of these and then put them together like that.
Okay.
And then put them together to well, you can see how it goes. Can you see how it kind of goes?
Okay.
And that's just a table runner. I'm going to make more than that.
Karen, the pencil won't work. They've tried that already.
It won't fit. I'm going to take these 2 over to the sewing machine, see if I can get them to sew in there.
No, Jane Mary, she don't have to buy eggs. She got them right there on the farm.
No, I've got eggs just even on the porch. Some of these chickens won't go to the nest, and they even lay on the porch sometimes.
Shannon's chickens started laying again a little bit.
Now, I had a box of pens. Lost them too. Everybody's quiet tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna move y'all over here. Trip over all my cords.
Jennifer wants to know how old your chickens are.
How old my chickens are? I've got some old ones, and then I've got some that's not very old. They just all different ages. Had some old ones, and then I hatched some out, and had some younger ones.
She had some last summer, and they're not laying yet. Maybe they're roosters, Jennifer. There's a funny one for you. My stepson brought his girlfriend out here yesterday, helped Shannon get hay, and we got cows across the road. She's 30 years old, and she asked what they were.
She didn't know.
She's 30 years old and didn't know what a cow was.
I don't know about her. I believe if I tell him keep looking, if she's
That's what I was thinking.
that clueless, what if she don't know nothing then?
Yeah, no, that's what I thought first thing out of my mind. Well, Jennifer, maybe you need to go out and sing to them. And what are you feeding them? Because Shannon gets ours. I don't know that much about them, but I listen. She says I never listen to her. But she gets them this stuff called layer stuff that puts in their feed and helps them when they're having eggs, laying eggs.
Looky there. I got it sewn. And it's a curve.
It don't look wrinkled or nothing. Look like you stayed on in line.
Curved like it's supposed to be. Let's see now. I think I need a white piece. Maybe after I make a few of them, I'll have it figured out.
Merlin's got a question. I didn't see the question. Oh, there.
Oh,
there. Okay. I don't know.
what was the question?
I always, it went down. I can't see it now. I don't know if I can move it up or not.
Yeah, I see.
Something about a red block.
No, I always heard that the log cabin blocks have red in the centers to represent the chimneys. Traditionally, is the red on the wedding ring blocks traditional also? I don't think so. I think that I'm just doing the red because that's what's in my vintage quilt, but I don't know if there was a reason for that or not.
She's just kind of copying off her grandma's.
Copying off of grandma's.
Marilyn, you ought to know you're the oldest one in here. No, Jane Mary, Marilyn used to date Abraham Lincoln. She's real old. Well, Patricia's not here right now.
Mm-mm. No. Go down. So see, I got it. I got the other white part sewed. Now I got to do something. Now I got to do something different. The next piece has got to have that white and red piece sewed on the ends of it. Okay.
Jane Mary, I think Marilyn's older than that. Oh, even Donna's older than you. You're a youngin'. Oh, Donna, Carol beat you even.
Hey, Carol. Oh, Marilyn's seen it.
You know, I haven't done nothing to my screen, but every once in a while it gets brighter in here for some reason. See, I told you she's an old fart. Hey, Charlotte.
Hello, Charlotte. Oh, this is going to take forever.
Well, you got all kinds of time.
I know.
Here, Kim's got the red stands for the rings worn during engagement in the 15th century. At the wedding, the rings were interlocked and worn by the wife. It stands for unity.
Well, I know the ring's interlocked, but I didn't know the red stood for anything. But
Hers got yellow centers.
yellow centers. Okay.
Kim, he messes up once in a while. He has a blooper. I would, Jay Mary. I just used whatever colors I had. I didn't know there would be, I guess there is, started way back, different meanings for everything. But if you made them all the same, they wouldn't, everybody have a copy.
That's true.
And there is a lot of different histories, when people made them years ago, the stories behind them. So a lot of people don't keep up on that, or what the history of it was. Kim says the white squares are for purity, and the color squares are for unity.
Well, and I don't know how my grandma knew that, but maybe the pattern that she was using said to do them in them colors.
I'm feeling about the same, Charlotte. Hopefully, I go to the eye doctor Friday and at least see what's going on with my eyes.
I think the more I sew, the easier it's getting. Better
Once
knock on wood.
You get into the habit of what you're doing then. Good night, Diane.
Good night, Diane.
I haven't had nothing done yet, Charlotte. I'm going first time to the eye doctor Friday. So I've heard all kinds of horror stories that what it could be. I've never had cataract surgery, or nothing on my eyes. So I've heard it could be the cataracts, it could be another type of surgery on your eye, and it could be something in the blood behind the eyes. So I don't know anything about it yet.
Now look at that. Now I'm gonna sew this piece to that piece. Think I can do that?
The red one's going to be too long.
Well, it's got to fit in there. I think it'll be okay.
They got that glue for fabric anymore. Would that work on that instead of pinning it together?
That'd take a long time, though. You don't want it to.
Would it?
Think it would. Okay, let's see if this will work.
Ginger's got an idea for you when you get done sewing.
Could you see the slots through the fabric to mark it with the fabric on top of the... I don't know. Hold your tongue to the right and cross your toes and it'll fit. That's funny because I used to be one of them little kids that stuck my tongue out when I was doing things when I was little.
I actually seen that, Marilyn, on some movies where they would mark different things when they were on the trains and stuff. Yeah, Cheryl's not here tonight yet, Kim, and she said her son, I believe, had something like what I'm having. He had to have some kind. It wasn't cataract. It was something else.
Now, that's what I'm looking for. Look at that. I did it. But you put
one of many.
4 of them together.
There's
a block, huh? There's Lisa. Lisa, come and help me. I'm trying to do one of them wedding rings.
I was just asking how far you got on your wedding ring quilt, Lisa. You popped in.
Because I figure if you can do one, and Grandma can do one, and Diane can do one, and maybe I can do one too. Maybe.
Are you over your coughing spells, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy with myself, Marla. Now if I can make about 100 more, give me some more pieces.
Oh, Lisa's working on her outside border. She needs some gray. I know of a good quilt shop that might be able to help you out with the gray. Mary's not here yet, or I dropped the link.
And
Mary, are you sandbagging?
And Lisa, I've got 1 block done, 1/4 of a block.
What's a yag done? Charlotte? Or not Charlotte. Never heard of that.
The hobo quilt. I never heard of that either. All right, let me go back. Read what I'm supposed to be doing one more time.
Oh, Lisa's picky. She's got to get her from Joanne. I heard Joanne's is closing down. You better hurry up and get it. We got a Joanne's here in town. I don't know if it's still open or not. My mom used to go there all the time.
Well, where's all the pages? Oh, here's one. That's the one I was looking for. Because I knew that ain't what I saw a minute ago.
I think that is what Cheryl was saying her son had. Said that I might have to have that done too. I forgot what it was called. Cheryl told me about it here a while back.
And have film erase? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Yeah, what Kim said. Mind your doctor, Randy.
Kim, it's your bedtime. I know my dad, before he passed away years ago, he was afraid to do cataract surgery because he always wore glasses when he got older. And he went and had the first cataract done because they only did one at a time. He had to wear a patch. And he said he's seen colors better he ever had. He really didn't. There's Mary. I knew she was lurking. And he said he could see a whole lot better. He really didn't even need his glasses, but he still wore them. Mary sandbags a lot. She waits till somebody says her name before she pops up. Although that's right, the wedding's tomorrow. It's February now,
Yeah.
Lisa. You can buy
Yeah,
now.
January's over. You know what? I can do this.
Hey, Squirrel. Welcome
Hey,
in.
squirrel.
Lisa, you can come up and keep me company.
Yeah, come talk to Randy. I'm trying to sew these arcs. I got two more. That one piece is sewed. I'm just real proud of myself, though. What I want next?
How many squares does it take? Have you figured it out?
No. How many's in that picture? A bunch. And that's 40, that's 48 by 80. Let's see. 3 rings by 5 rings. Need 15 inside rings. Oh, that's the first directions I've seen.
Hi, Joan. Lisa's wanting to know what size was. Didn't you say 80 by something right now?
This says 48 by 80, but that's kind of an odd size, ain't it? It's too long. Other than
Yeah, 48 sounds kind of skinny.
Yeah, I think so too. No, I don't know.
That's only 4 foot wide. It ought to be at least 5 foot, wouldn't it be? That's all right. You can have your pajamas on.
And hello, John.
Rita's always got hers on.
All right, let's sew the other half of the one block.
Get your hot chocolate, Lisa, and come on up. Hi, John.
Get me another arc.
Hi, Linda. Welcome in.
Hello, Linda.
Hey, Sarah. It's quiet tonight. Yeah, I know it is kind of quiet. Trying to read chat, but it ain't moving really much. Rita's trying to work, so trying to get somebody else to come up with me.
But nobody will come up.
I'll get off if a couple of you want to come up.
Well, you could still stay up there with them. You wouldn't have to get off.
No, I feel it's right. If the ladies come up and want to talk instead of me interrupting, I'll just sit and watch.
I think they just want people to type stuff in chat so they'll have something to talk about over in chat. And hello, Joan Meyer. Let's see, Joan Meyer. Let me think. Let me refresh my memory. Is it Wyoming or is that somebody else? Is Joan Meyer Wyoming? Am I wrong? Can't remember what I ate for breakfast, but I can remember some of you guys.
If you guys aren't subscribed to Linda Trendy Treads, she's getting ready to do a live, and she's also there's Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. About time you got here. Linda's going to have a giveaway when she gets 250 subscribers, so you guys subscribe to Linda. I haven't checked it, Sarah. I guess I'm not doing nothing. I can check it while you guys are watching.
And Linda, what are you up to now? And yeah, Randy, check your blood sugar. That's what you're checking. I checked my blood pressure this morning. It was what was it? I think it's 115 over 75. That's pretty good, though, ain't it?
That ain't bad at all.
Let's see. Go if I can read that. Well, Jones, I always wanted to do a double wedding ring, but I don't think I could do it. Way over my skill level. Well, I've always wanted to do one too, Joan. I've wanted to do one for forever because I have a vintage one here that Grandma made.
There's Charlotte. Mary dropped the link to hers.
Yeah, they do, J. Mary. I've quilted up the cheater fabric too. It was kind of pretty.
Oh, 74. I've never been that low.
Hey, June Hanson.
Oh, shoot. The strip didn't work. I got to get another one out. I hate that.
Squirrel's on his way home from work. I'm going to step over right here to the ironing board. These are going to sew together better if I keep them kind of pressed. I do think.
A new sewing chair. Got to have a special chair to sew.
Sewing chair. Plan on working on some sewing this weekend to get ready for a craft show.
Kim, I hope you keep the ice down there again. Dang it. I'm going to run out of strips. It ain't working tonight.
How many times have you had to poke yourself?
Well, I keep putting these strips in this machine, and it keeps saying it's not reading it. Now I got to get more blood out. I hate poking myself more than once, so. Hi, June. Guess I'm going to have to poke myself again. You guys can watch me torture myself. Finally. Oh, guys. I'll have to send a picture of this to Shannon.
120 is kind of, is it 120?
128.
I couldn't read the 8. That's pretty good, man. That's
There.
great, ain't it?
Yeah, that's supposed to be really good.
Huh.
I got to take a picture of that and send to Shannon. She wanted me to do it before she left, but I told her no.
Have you ate? Ate what you're supposed to eat today? You don't have to tell me what you ate.
I had waffle this morning with just peanut butter on it. And then I had, for supper, I had, it's not, what is it called? Kibas. It's like a sausage deal and sauerkraut.
Oh, the sauerkraut's good for you, too.
That's what Rhonda was saying. Sauerkraut was good for me, so I had Shannon get me some. So I had that tonight.
Because any of that fermented stuff's good for you.
Shannon doesn't like sauerkraut.
Terry don't, but he won't eat it, but I'll eat a little bit of it.
I'm trying to keep it down because a lot of the ladies in here told me when I go to the eye doctor, I need to have it pretty much down so I get an accurate test. Oh, Jones is 204. I beat her tonight. Yeah, I love sauerkraut and hot dogs. I ain't had it in a while, but I've been trying to. I know everybody in here doesn't know I listen, but I do try to listen to some things and try. Yeah, I like that too. The smoked sausage and sauerkraut. Yeah, we didn't have no smoked sausage, but I had I think it's called kibas or something. It's a big old loop sausage. But it doesn't make sense. Like mine got down to 130 here last week, and then it jumped up to 280 something, and I don't do much different on my diet. It just, and I actually been drinking a 7-Up day because I had a bellyache, and so I've actually had some sugar today. I'm trying to do what everybody says and watch what I eat. I am not getting no exercise, but I am trying to watch what I intake. I ain't had no hill showers in a long time. I love them things. I used to get them in a truck stop. They have them in it's a metal cooker. But the only thing is I had bread. Now I haven't had no bread hardly in 2 months now. So pot roasted sauerkraut? Never had that.
Huh?
I don't know what I said, Marilyn.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot. I know the 127 is good, 128 is good, but 590 wasn't no good.
No. I mean, don't people go into a coma and stuff when it gets that high?
I heard if you hit 600, a lot of people go into comas.
Look at that, what I did tonight.
That's
It
nice.
is nice. Okay, takes 4 of them put together to make the block, but that ain't too bad.
Yeah, at least I've been doing that. It's like I got the Slim Jims. I didn't think because I've been eating the Slim Jims, and one of the ladies tell me I haven't read them yet. The print's so small on I can't read it, but I snack on. They're real little, only about 3 inches long Slim Jims. I have 2 of them at night, and some string cheese for a snack at night. Oh, the beef hot dogs at Sam's. Shannon got me some kind of sausages, and they're really big because I like them. Yeah, Ginger, I've lost 30 pounds, but I can't eat them. I don't digest them right. They get stuck in my chest. Jay Mary says, Rita, measure the block you just done and see how many more you need to make the size you want.
Well, yeah, of course, that one's not done yet. It needs 2 more. Let's see what it is, though. The 16-inch block. That's 6.
Old Wisconsin. That's good beef sticks. We're not Sam members anymore. Maybe I ought to get a membership again because I can get it from a trucking company and save some money and go there and try to get some of that stuff. Oh, that's pretty handy because, like, I opened a can of sauerkraut tonight. I only ate half of it, and I wasted the other half. So, yeah, the individual package would be nice.
You guys, I think it's pretty. I'm kind of proud of myself. Not saying it's easy, though.
You can teach an old dog new tricks.
You can, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
If I can get 2 or 3 done every live stream, maybe by the end of the year, I'd have some made.
You need to teach Terry how to cut it out for you so you can go faster.
I was up here this morning. It was just early, and I just messing around in this room, and he come in here. There's a chair over there because this is the living room actually. And he come up here, and I said, Terry, let me teach you how to do this, so you can cut them and I can sew them. I can't see them, so he wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to see them. I think he could, but no, he wouldn't help me.
Oh, well, I didn't throw the rest of the can away, so I only cooked half of that sausage, so I'll put it in a Tupperware bowl then. I didn't think it'd stay in the refrigerator, so I'll save it then. I'll have it made for lunch tomorrow then. Yeah, I didn't know that. I figured it'd go bad, so
No.
yeah, we get off here, I'll go put it in the refrigerator.
Sauerkraut's already rotten. So
That's what they're saying. Heck, my sugar is way down low. I can make a cake tomorrow.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I get off here, ladies. I'll go put it in a. Shannon's got these little Tupperware bowls that she takes her lunch in. I'll go see if I can find one of them with the lid, and I'll put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, because it'll keep for a long time.
I know to keep it out of the cans. I was taught that a long time ago. I used to. I'll just get a small cake, Kim, not a big one.
Okay.
But then brownies were so good. I had.
Oh, I bet they were, but you kind of paid for that later on, though, didn't you?
Yeah, because I kept. Shannon kept threatening to throw them away, but she didn't. And every time I'd walk to the kitchen, I'd get a little sliver of one. And I don't like brownies, but they turned out really good.
Oh yeah.
Not plastic.
Yeah, what Ginger says. You see what Ginger says?
But I don't like wasting food after I make it, Ginger. You know, wouldn't a nice chocolate cake and a big glass of milk and, dip it in, wouldn't that be really good?
But see what Sarah says, though?
Yeah, I see it. John, it's just Randy. But I know. I'm trying, but it's really hard to change your eating habits after so many years. It's really hard just sitting around the house not doing nothing, too, because I'm usually gone doing things. Oh, it's autocorrect doing it? That's all right. I've been called words. Jane Mary, I got a salt shaker I have over on my little table. And so I cut out salt because everybody's saying salt. Hi, Janet. And
Janet.
I cut out the salt because everybody said salt. I ate too much. And now when I put salt on stuff, I really don't taste the salt. Oh, Jones ain't been bought yet. There's still bids open. Hey, Rita, maybe you ought to buy Joanne's and enlarge your
stuff. I don't
stuff.
think so. I get lazy and do more than I want to do now. So.
Charlotte, I'm taking 2 different pills and I can't pronounce them. No, I'm not on the metformin. I can't take the metformin. It made me sick. You're wrong, Jane Mary. I need sugar to live. You're right, because I don't taste it anymore. I use a lot of pepper though, but I can taste it, but I can't taste the salt. There's an ad on TV right now. If you take metformin too much, it messes you up. I don't know. The doctor, some ads going on TV. You know, I found out the other day, you guys talking about all the sugars, they make a ketchup that doesn't have as much sugar in it. My nephew came by the other day, and he really likes it. I haven't seen that yet, but there's a ketchup that doesn't have sugar as much. What are you doing, Betty? Going up here? Come on. Come on. Here. Look at the ladies. Turn around and look.
What is that? A dog?
Cat. Siamese cat. She likes getting on my blanket when Shannon's gone. She didn't used to like me, but since I've been home so much, she comes in here of an evening and sits with me, gets curls up next to me. There. Turn the camera a little different. Your motor's going. Yeah, your motor's going.
I think I even hear her purring.
Do you hear her?
I think I did. Did y'all hear
it? Yeah, she's loud tonight. Oh, here, lay down and get warm. Her feet get really cold. She doesn't have no claws. People, we got her, a lady, we rehomed her, and she was mean to the kids, and she's just playing. She will grab them when you walk. She doesn't grab me, but when Shannon walks through the house here, she'll reach up and grab Shannon's leg and stuff. She doesn't do it to me, but they had her declawed, and her feet get really, really cold.
When we were kids, we used to have this pet cat, and it was a pet cat, but it would almost attack you and grab you around the leg and claw you. You know, we were just little kids then, and it was a pet, but it would still play. It would play like that, just play.
Yeah, that's what she used to do, I guess, and the people got rid of her. We got her, and we had another cat named Shannon called her Betty because she got Betty Davis eyes. Man, she's noisy tonight. Yeah, you're noisy tonight. I know. I'll go get you some treats in a little bit. Shannon, tell me where they're at. I don't have the heat blanket on right now. No, it's not that hot. Cold. No, it's not that cold. I like fruit. I like the fruit cups that have the syrup in. Shannon got me a box from Walmart, the little cups, but there's no syrup in, and I can't eat them. Those are nasty. Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte.
Charlotte's so tired she couldn't type everyone. Somebody's in the basement.
I just heard that. Probably Queen Rhonda. That's you, Rhonda? Her camera's not on. You think it is? There she is.
I'm sorry.
Look at that glow on her face.
Yeah. She doesn't have the frown she had earlier.
You're crazy. I don't quite know how to, I don't know if I turn it all off, if y'all could hear me talking or whatever. So
Hi, Mountain Sparrow.
I did say bye. I did.
Oh. Well, did he pop the question?
No. No.
No. Or he's waiting for you to go to Texas.
Yes. He don't do long distance relationships.
Is that what he told you? Did he tell you that?
Yeah. I said, whatever.
Okay.
Sure he did. Said, yes, sir. I'll be
But
down shortly.
He's still calling me and everything. So, hey.
Yeah.
But how many other numbers does he have?
Yeah. That's not my business. We're not.
It kind of is your business a little bit too, though.
Well, yeah, but I just tell him, I'll say, hey, we're not there. Hey, look at the pretty pink hearts. I'm not there, and he's free, and I'm not hooked to him, so he can do whatever.
Yeah, John, she just got off the phone with her boyfriend.
Goofy. Hey, I was smiling like this before.
You were not.
I was too.
We can go back and look at replay.
Yeah, we remember that night you'd been crying, so we know when you're happy. We can tell.
I was happy, and the reason why I was probably because I just got off the Zoom with my kids and little Natalie. We all got together, and they put paint on her foot and made some flowers. This is real cute Valentine things with little Natalie. What you sewing on, Miss Rita?
It's this wedding ring.
So you're putting the white stuff on there. Wow. I thought they were bigger round.
Well, it's got to have two more. This is just two of the four put together.
Oh, that's right.
So it will be.
If you would stay here and pay attention, you would know what was going on.
I'm not very far along yet.
Oh, you're so funny, Randy. I have a brother named Randy. It's Roger, Randy, Rhonda, Risa, Richie, Ronald. It's all seven.
He's probably a really nice guy, too.
Well, yes, he was. He passed away.
Mm-hmm.
The first brother, he was 50-something. So how are you doing, Randy? You already talked about it. You doing well?
Yes, I did my blood a little bit ago, 128.
Oh, that's great. He knew he was going to say that. She knew you were going to say that. If you'd stay on, you'd hear everything. Mine was a little high. It wasn't out of, it was still in the controlled range. Oh, I think it was like 138. But mine's doing good. I mean, I don't know. I'm weaning off of my.
That's the lowest mine's been all week.
Yeah,
and
that's a good number.
it was like 287 yesterday.
Yeah.
It keeps fluctuating. It doesn't stay down very long.
I got this book. It says Understanding Diabetes. I took this class, and so I have a chart. I always look it up and say, where am I? Where am I?
Yeah, Randy, she thinks she's an expert now.
I'm not.
I know it.
Look, I'm not an expert.
One of the ladies was in here a little bit ago. I forget who it was, but she said hers was at 127 when she did her blood, and it did an alert on hers. But I thought 127 would be a good number.
Yeah,
What's your chart?
Oh, wait,
say?
I'm looking at blood pressure. Wrong one. We're looking at blood sugar. Mine shows 154 is out of the controlled. So 154 and below, it says in control. And this is the American Diabetic Association.
Yeah, hers said 127, but it gave an alert. But I thought that was a good number.
It is a good number.
Oh, Jane Mary's one had 127, got alert. Because I thought under 150 was good. That's what I was told.
Yeah. Yeah. This is all I got to go by. And I told my doctor, I said, some of y'all are having conflicting answers to my questions, and I'm getting real frustrated. So it's like you got to pick one and stick to it. I don't know. So I go by this. And if I stay under 154, I consider myself doing way better because it was 200 and something. Yours was seriously elevated yesterday. Seriously. But
Read Maryland's.
no, Rhonda. Free, yeah. I'm not free. 27 was red alert and 2 lines above the top. Well, according to the American Diabetic Association, 127 is spot on. 126 and below is non-diabetes levels. 154 and below says in control. I don't know.
Maybe the 127 is borderline diabetic.
Well, it could be because it is right the line above, yet in control.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it did the alert. It was right there at the.
Yep. Normal blood sugar is less than 100. I don't know about diabetics.
Can y'all see my thingy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
it's not a circle.
About 10 more blocks.
It's not going to take the whole bunch, though, is it?
No. You might get it done this year.
No.
Well,
Probably not. You'll start something else here for soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a nephew who is 140, and that's what he runs. So when he starts getting down in the 120s, he starts getting dizzy. When he starts getting in what I am, he starts getting dizzy. And I thought, wow.
Jane Mary wants to know if you measured that, Rita.
It'll be 16. It'll be a 16-inch block.
But that's not what the block looks like, right? Didn't you say it was round? That looks like a flower, a lily flower.
When they're all put together, it's a double wedding ring.
It's round. There it is. Okay. Oh, you're doing them. I see. Yeah.
And maybe, no. Yeah, the next one will be, the next one will make it look different.
Joan, what's the only pins you put in there?
2. One here at this end, and then one here at this bottom end.
The real question is how many times you poke yourself.
Well, I'm not hard enough to bleed, but I have poked myself. They're not laying real flat yet, but maybe I'll get better.
So is every piece like that tumbler, Miss Rita? Is every piece like that?
No, because I've got this piece and this piece.
I mean, every little pattern, every little.
This one.
Yeah, every one of those, or they're all like a tumbler?
Yeah, yes, but then I cut them with an arc, so I kind of cut the ends off of some of them. So the ones on the end got trimmed down, and they all get trimmed down.
Oh.
But they started out as the little tumbler till I cut them.
Rhonda, you going to read this tomorrow or Thursday?
I'm going Thursday. I'd rather go Thursday, and I did ask him tonight when we were on our live Valentine party decoration or something, whatever they called it. And he said, no, I don't think they need me on Thursday, but see, he can't decide that at the last minute. But I'm always available. I'm not really usually scheduling something.
I read Catherine Steele. You messed up.
I don't think I do either. But the next one, there'll be 2 white ones. That one's not turned right?
At the lab. Let's see.
Now I sewed these two together.
Yeah,
but these other 2 I haven't.
2 of them, turn them the other way where it makes a circle instead of like a flower. Yeah, that's the top. And then you put
Never put that down there. That'll make a circle.
Yeah, that will. It's not like a flower now.
All right, let me put it back over here.
She's saying, look at your pattern again.
Yeah, that's where I was confused because it looked more like a lily flower than a round.
Yeah.
Joan's saying it's need another block to make the circle. Or not the circle.
But see, then the next one will make the intertwining. But yeah, you're right. It would have all come together in the end, but that does look.
Do you do anything in the middle, or is this all white?
It's all white in the middle.
Oh, I think, wow, it's neat that you're taking that on. That's like the cathedral window with me. I'm not taking that on yet.
I've never wanted to do a cathedral window, but I got to do this one because Grandma made one. So,
Well, sure. And I've been saying, haven't I said to y'all I'd like to do a maple leaf quilt? Well, let me go.
Do you have some quilts that your grandma made that you want to make one like it? I've got one back there that's over 100 years old. And I've wanted to make one like it too.
No, I have one. I saw it hanging on my quilt rack. It's a maple leaf.
It is. Yeah.
Somebody gave it to me. They found it somewhere and gave it to me. I must have mentioned it. They gave it to me, but
You're not Canadian.
I always wanted to make a maple leaf. I like the look of the pattern,
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
But now that somebody gave me one, do I make one?
Well, I don't think I would. I wouldn't. So, but if you want one, you make what you want. So,
yeah. Yeah, I follow several doctors too in lowering sugar. They almost all say the same thing. But today, I said when I conquer my sugar, I want to conquer my blood pressure. My blood pressure was probably high because my sugar was out of whack. But I got this book called Living Good Daily.
Rhonda, Sarah says she can email you the pattern of a maple leaf.
Well, I do have several patterns, but I just haven't made one. And then I saw this the other night when I moved my quilt around. I thought, dadgummit, I forgot that somebody bought me. They probably picked this up at a garage sale or something.
Sarah's got to be easy if Rhonda does it.
Pow, one day. Pow, Randy, right in the kisser. Oh, wow, this one is like the print that I like. 30s print. This isn't a bad quilt. Oh, it's true. I wonder if it has a thing on it. I've learned, sometimes quilters are going like, okay, ladies, label your quilts. Label your quilt. And I always forget. I don't see a label on it. Hey, I put my own label on it. That wouldn't be right, would it? The back is just plain yellow. Hey,
you can't find your glue gun to glue it on with.
They brought the back like I do. Oh no, they did it different. Oh, they hand did it. Wow. Not me, man. I bring it from the back, put it on the machine, and sew her down. I'm so lazy. Well, anyway, I thought that was neat. I have a maple leaf quilt. I always wanted to make one. This looks springy. Not autumnly. I like all the fabric, though. Real neat. I should have this spread out on my bed.
Or at least on the couch, so you can cover
That's
up with
true,
it on
on
the
the
couch.
Can you tell I like show and tell? You can tell I was a teacher. I like show and tell. This is what I have on my couch. It's not
I like
a quilt.
that one.
I got it on my journeys to Arizona. It's like a.
I was going to say it looks something like from
Yes.
Arizona or
It
New
is
Mexico.
heavy, and it is big, and it is so soft.
Jay Mary's got a question for you, Rita.
I measured it a minute ago, and it's 16 inches. So that's pretty good size. When 4 of them's put together, it's 16.
This is heavy.
I like the colors of that. I always like to, when I go to the Arizona, New Mexico, see the Indian colors.
Me too. The other side.
They always set up at the rest areas, the Indians do, and sell like jewelry and stuff like that. And it's really not that expensive stuff.
No. I think I got this at like a flea market. I had them in a big bag, and I wanted one. So soft. It's so soft. I get on the couch and cover up with it. I fall asleep. I put my heart stuff up here because we did my kids wanted to do a heart.
But J Mary, that's 16, so it's gonna be 16 the other way.
Is it hard to scatter the color of fabric? Do you have to pay attention? Get them all different colors?
Well, when I was sewing them, I mixed them up some, so they're pretty well mixed up on the quilt. I wish it was laying flatter. It's not. I ain't doing it perfect yet. I need some more practice.
Maybe after you iron it, will.
You're doing like I did. You're using what I'm using, huh? All the 30s fabric.
30s, yeah.
All the 30s. I got all these.
There's some squares, Rita. She can drop them off there if you want to cut them.
These are 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch.
32 by. No, it's 16 by 6. Oh. No, it's 16 by 16. I wouldn't have to put 3, would I? I don't know.
Oh, just keep chugging. You'll do good. I did one of his jackets. He wanted the sleeves off, so I cut the arm sleeves off and I hemmed them up. Hemmed his jacket.
Rhonda, you got a lot to do. You want to make a coat, a maple leaf blanket. You need to get busy.
I would like to make a quilting coat. I saw one the other day, Rita, with a wedding ring on it. She turned around and was showing the back of it, and it was a quilt made out of a wedding ring quilt. It was a jacket. I bet those are hot, though.
I know one of those gals that came last week. She had on one. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, I'd love to. I would take a class.
Good night,
Kim. The one you measured is 16. There is 2 to make the block. So that is 16 by 16. Yeah?
Well,
yeah, it's 16 across, and when you put 2 together, it's 16 down.
Well, see, I've got 1, and then it takes 4 of these to make it. But that's 8. 8 and 8, 16, and then the same way the other one. But so it's 16 by 16, ain't it?
What is that? Oh, that's that. Let's see. Where did I put that? Oh. Blood pressure. I haven't even been checking my blood pressure. I'm weaning off the medicine though.
Sarah's got 2 of them quilt jackets.
Wow, I saw one that was like a jean jacket, but they'd put quilting stuff over it. So pretty.
Did you make them, Sarah? Did you make yours?
Hello, Crafty
Hello.
Soul.
Hey, Pam.
Hello, Pam. Yes, ma'am. Your block is 16. Oh, Sarah. Sarah said that. Sarah, did you make both of yours? If I saw one that I really liked and could buy it, I probably would too. Dolly,
Sarah says Dollywood
I've
sells
seen
them.
them there. I don't think I've ever been to Dollywood, but I saw them in Branson at a big quilt place. They were probably too expensive. I don't know.
Probably because of her song.
What song is that?
Coat of many colors.
The coat of many colors.
I don't know if I've heard it.
Dolly Parton song. I know you've heard the Dolly Parton coat of many colors.
Let me look, Catherine. Let me look. Not intentional. Rhonda, remember to take into account the extra sugar in your diet now. I don't eat extra sugar. I don't eat sugar. I used to eat a lot. Honey in my coffee. So much honey. I used to eat a lot of sugar. I don't eat any. I don't put it in my coffee. I don't have it. Yeah.
Shoo.
And I don't eat things that turn into sugar either. No, like corn or carrots or white flour, or I don't eat beans. I don't eat anything that turn into sugar either.
Rhonda's
I am a quitter. I am. It just scared me. I didn't know what was happening. So man.
Oh, Catherine's asked something about the boyfriend.
Let's see. Runner to take into account. Oh, extra sugar in your diet now? Is that what you're talking about? Catherine. Let's see here. I don't know. Hey, I'm not getting no sugar. He's in Texas and I'm here. There ain't no sugar going on. Honey is sugar. I know. I don't get that. I don't do honey. Once I get my sugar leveled, and I've eliminated so much. Once I get it down and it's consistent, and I think about 3 more months, that'll be 6 months, I'm going to add a little something, see what it was. And that's true. Like I tasted a hot sauce. It tasted so sweet, and I don't like sweet hot sauce. I like salty, but I could taste the sugar, so I had to be careful there too. They sneak it in. Cheryl said, "Bless you, Miss Rita."
I think it's this fabric. It just makes you sneeze sometimes.
Sorry. I started playing this one game. I'll get it on here again. It's called Block Puzzle. Block Puzzle, because it said it's very good for your brain. Help.
And you need all the help you get.
It looks like Tetris, but it's called Block Puzzle. It's an app that you get. And the difference is you can't turn these. Tetris, you can turn them left or right. You can't turn these. My score is 4,995, which is pretty high. No, he's saving.
Kim.
He's saving us. We're saved from seeing him.
If I turn that light on over there, it's too bright. So sometimes I'll have the kitchen light on, shines in here, makes it easier. But most of the time I just sit here in the dark.
I have a bright sewing lamp on for me, so you can see my beautiful face. I love the smell when you walk in. The fabric store. Yes, it's I almost hyperventilate. Fabric. Look at all this fabric. I have a lot of mine boxed up, but I still have a little bit. I just see it. See my mess. I have a little bit right here. In the middle, I haven't boxed up yet.
When you get your new place, you need to watch Susan, how she organizes hers, so you can get it organized.
Well, I do organize it. I organize it by color. I fold it all the same. I watched some YouTubes on it. I fold it all long ways and stack them up. It's very neat looking, but I have a lot, and it looks like a store.
That's what Susan is doing, is organizing by colors and her pieces in the boxes, and the big ones is rolled all the same way. It looks nice.
Yeah, that's what I do. And I had another shelf, but I gave it to my sister. I'm trying to set her up, so I gave her some of my stuff. Rhonda, when are you moving? I'm moving now. I've already took a load down there, but I've decided not to take any more for a bit till I get me a building. But I'm moving. I have to move by September 1st. That's when my lease is up. So I would love to go ahead and move, but I'm going to stay here and keep little baby Natalie on Fridays and stuff. But she's getting bigger and running around and all. She needs a young'un chasing her all day long. But I'm watching her on Fridays and sometimes Thursdays. So I'm getting a storage building and I'm moving things little by little down there. And I think I'm going to see about, Randy, you would probably know about this. I'm going to see about getting a hitch, which I have checked on before. And I saw how they did it, how they put a hitch on your vehicle and where they hook it to underneath and all this.
Go to U-Haul. What kind of vehicle you got? What's your car?
2022 Honda Pilot.
Yeah, go to U-Haul. U-Haul usually has a really good selection, unless you go to a car place. But U-Haul has a pretty good selection.
Do they really? Because then I thought I could pull a little U-Haul trailer.
Yeah.
Make it a lot easier. I can move my big stuff a lot easier if I had. So I was going to see, and I guess I need to get the book and see how much I can tow. Or if that car, it's an all-wheel drive. AWD, and
just make sure you don't put all the heavy stuff on the tongue up front. Level it out.
What?
You know, when you like the front of the trailer, don't put as much on the front. Put some lighter stuff so the weight ain't on the back of your vehicle. Make it over the heavy stuff over the axle.
Oh, isn't there something that's the opposite of that? where you put all the heavy stuff in first and then you. That's a good point.
Yeah, because it'll make you, if you load it all in the front end of your car will be up in the air and be hard to control. And you see people fishtailing down the road because they can't control it. So you need to, kind of load it heavy over the axle, even the weight out. Don't put all your heavy stuff in
Thank you for that. But I hope, so you're saying U-Haul can go underneath the car and hook one up professionally to my car?
Yeah, they got different models. They can do different ones. And some of the cars have got the brackets underneath already, and they can bolt them on. I don't know exactly on yours if they got it or not.
Thank you. I didn't know that because there's a place in Fort Smith. I had them to do everything, like tint my windows and put window guards and all kinds of things. I had them to do to my other vehicle. So, and then I saw you put tow, and I read all about it, how they do it.
Yeah, and then like Jay Murray says, it might be better instead of wearing your vehicle out, just go ahead and buy one of them, rent one of the U-Haul trucks, and then put it all in. You can rent a truck and get a tow bar and tow your vehicle, and then you can leave the truck in Texas.
Like I towed my RV. I had my RV and I towed my car. I've done that. Let's see. Wait a minute. There's a question. When you move in, are you moving in with someone? No, I'm not moving in with anyone. Yes, I have family there in Texas. I have a sister there.
Somebody asked what part of Texas you're going to, too.
Yes, about 45 minutes from like Tyler, this side of Tyler, about 45 minutes from Texarkana, northeast corner. Go to camper.
Yeah, the camper places.
Yeah, I bet that's expensive though. What is that one? All of us RVers never wanted to go. Camping World, I think it was. They rip
Camping
off.
World.
We were, but yes, I could do that. I was trying to do it where it costs less money. I mean,
I have a really good idea. You can go down and get your boyfriend. He can ride back up with you, and one of you could drive the car and one could drive the truck back down.
My family did that to me before. They drove my car and yeah. 400. What's 400 for, Melinda? Go to camper sale. That's what I did when I had one put on. Go to. Well, I took my RV in for a lot of work at the camper stores, but I never took my vehicle. Oh, you're moving.
Pam, did you get your camera fixed yet?
Oh, you're going just north of Fort Worth. North of Fort Worth area. Craft on, is that Pam? Craft on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Pam.
Yeah, I like that area. You're going to be a cowboy. Fort Worth. Yes, you're in the middle. I'm going to be over, which is not really a far drive. It only takes us, is it 2 or less hours to get to DFW Airport? But where I am, it's 7 hours away. Where you're going to move. Yeah.
Jay Mary, there's a backstory to that.
If you got grandkids here, no offense to your sister, but to help raise grandkids is so, much better. I would stay put. I hear you, Jay Mary, but my happiness and my health is worth moving. My daughter's a sweetheart, and they take care of me, but I don't see them much. I mean, I get to keep the little daughter on Fridays, but that's all. And I tried to get into the community, and it was hard. I couldn't. It was very hard. It just didn't work.
They use it for a babysitter and don't want it for anything else.
There you
Put it
go.
bluntly.
That's true. Thank you. Say it. You can say it. I won't.
I know you won't. I know the story, but I know you won't say it. You're too nice a person. But I'm not that nice.
Oh, I didn't say you're not that nice. I meant you're right. You're right. That's and I love them. And when I have an emergency or questions with my finances or just something, they're there to help me. They're really good. My kids are, but they're living their lives, and I want to be happy too.
I'm in about the same situation. I got 4 kids, and I don't see mine either. And mine will live within 30 miles of me. And I haven't seen them for years. And mine are right here by me. They know I'm sick and been stuck at this house. They haven't even called me. The only one of my family has called me that ain't a brother or sister is Randy Jr.'s wife that comes on my lives all the time.
Oh, yeah, Pam, I saw that.
There's a new name. Film. I can't read
by
it. Film.
KC. Film by KC or Film BYKC.
Yeah. I see, Pam, you're right below Wichita Falls. Yeah. Great. That's cool. Hey, you're right below a place called Loving. Loving. Yeah. It's north.
There by where you're going, Rhonda, I used to deliver there. There's I think it's Brookshire Farms grocery store. They got a big distribution center there. I used to go down there quite a bit.
Around Gilmer, Longview, or?
Yeah, around Tyler in that area.
Yep. A lot of people go to Tyler for their doctors and all that stuff too.
Yeah, Pam's over by somebody else. Jackie. Pam lives over by Jackie.
Oh, you're in Weatherford now. You're moving east. Is that right? I have to look again. I've been to Weatherford. Sang there before, but I can't remember. Cool.
Your dog is snoring.
The cat stopped making noise. Just went to sleep now.
Cute. The dog snoring. That's cute. Yeah, but I do understand what you're saying. It was at J. Mary. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I moved here, only for that reason. Because my daughter was having my first grandchild. I thought, woohoo! And I moved here, lock, stock, and barrel. Left my friends and everything.
Well,
Film, they don't miss me because I'm mouthy. Everybody's around here knows me quite a bit now. If I see something wrong, I say it. I don't care who they are, if it's going to hurt their feelings, and I've hurt their feelings too much.
Untangling yarn. You're like,
Oh, I know why, Janet. I'll give you one of the stories. The reason my one daughter, she was trying to be a little religious, and her husband, they weren't married first, but they had a couple kids. She got kids from 3 different guys, which there ain't nothing wrong with that part. But he got hurt in an accident at work, got a big piece. They worked on the big Caterpillar motors, and he got it dropped and cut part of his foot off. And they were living in a duplex. And he could stay working. All he had to do is go and sit at a picnic table all day. And he would go sit in his car and sleep. So they fired him because he wouldn't come in and do what they asked him to do on light duty. Well, I got him adopted here to a food bank. I used to go down and help volunteer at food bank. And this family adopted him one year for Christmas. and they got, I mean, they filled a car up, my Suburban, with Christmas presents for 4 kids. Well, I told them all they need to do is send a thank you note, a Christmas card thank you note to the family that adopted them. Well, they opened all the presents and rewrapped them, saying it's from Santa Claus or from them and this and that, and didn't tell the kids it was from some stranger. But they never would go thank them. And then when they got a settlement for his foot being cut off, the toes, the guy that they were renting from, they moved out in the middle of the night. The guy wasn't making them pay rent or nothing because they knew they was going to get the settlement. And they moved out in the middle of the night. And I chewed their asses out for it. That is wrong to do something, buddy, that's helped you out for so many months, you know, and different people. And they was just using everybody. And I called them out on it. And so they haven't talked to me since. And that's family. And I don't care who it is. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You know, when somebody's doing something. And I pay for it because I'm mouthy and I call people out. But that's who I am. Uh-oh. Do I need to start doing a countdown?
I just yawned. I didn't realize we've been on here 2 hours and 33 minutes, though. I've been busy. I didn't get much done. There's
a lot of work to what you just did, though.
There's a few that's up there.
Yay.
I mean, you cut the white stuff out and sewed them together.
They're not perfect. They're a little wrinkly.
Are the sizes you cut out, is that the standard size for every wedding ring? Is that all the wedding rings are that size?
It's probably close. Now, the one over there, my vintage one, is probably just a little bit bigger.
The little square things?
Yes.
I don't think Rhonda's seen your grandma's.
Wow, look at that.
They're just a little bit bigger.
Oh, she used some gingham and all different kinds.
Yeah, my grandma was poor. She might use what she could use.
Was that quilted on a long
hand
arm or
quilted, hand pieced and hand quilted. And I don't know exactly what year, but it was the 60s.
Good night, Marilyn.
One of these nights, I'll have Shannon drag out it's not, you know, like that. It's a crocheted quilt my mom made me. I'll bring it out and show you guys it. I don't know where to get it here.
Let me show you this other old one. Need to cut it up.
That's pretty. Good night, Marilyn.
Good night, Marilyn.
Get a good night's sleep. So where does Marilyn live? She says ice is coming.
She's in Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. That's up there. Well, I hope there's no bad weather coming here.
We're supposed to get ice up here in Missouri tonight or in the morning, too.
How do you make that block? Gorgeous.
With a sewing machine.
So beautiful. Thread. That's the real treasure. She has a book, so she's going by a pattern.
Let me show you this one. This one, I don't know what to do with it, but it's over 100 years old.
Wow. Oh, what's the name of that block? Wow.
I don't know what it's called. But my great grandmother started it, but then she died, and one of my great aunt kept the pieces and finished it. Wow. I don't know what it's called, but
wow, it's like it has a star in the middle of them.
But it's really damaged because I know she used it. But
look at that, that's neat. Yeah.
And they had a little sister that died young, and I don't know which one it is because Mama couldn't remember. But one of the pieces was the dress that the little girl wore when she died. So
oh. That is
I'm kind of wanting to, I'm wanting to cut it up, and I'll tell you why. Because I want each one of my sisters to have a block of it.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice.
So that's kind of the reason I've had it out, because we've talked about that, getting a frame, and each one of us having a piece of it in a frame. But
Yeah.
um,
And what's her name? Let's see. Craft on Pam. How do you make that block? And I told her you had a pattern you were following, right?
yeah, I'm following the pattern. I'm following the pattern and got the templates. It's not an easy one to do.
That's too late, Ginger. She didn't make herself big so you can see it
Someone
easier.
made your marshmallow cookie. They were delicious.
Hey, they're good, but I'm on a low carb diet, so I'm not gonna make any more for a while.
Be sure to label each one, Rita. Yeah, we were talking about that. I found some little labels that were made up, and it says "Made with Love by," and you put your name on there. But I like to make them with more information than that. Make yourself big. No, Ginger, we're trying to make ourselves little. Rhonda, where are you from? Oh, you asked that before. I was born over by Fort Smith, Arkansas. Fort Smith. I was born and raised in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
But Fort Smith is sort of flat, so both my legs are the same length.
Yeah. Fort Smith's the river valley, so it's a little flatter than up in the Ozarks.
You know, my husband was in the play The Christmas Carols for many years. He was Scrooge. He was just excellent at it. But we have all these T-shirts. So I was talking to my daughter the other day of like, instead of making but one big, large quilt with all the T-shirts, I thought I would make a smaller thing for each of them. And so that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Maybe a table runner. They could put it out at Christmas time.
Yeah, Rita, the one you want to make for your sister, you could make like squares and they can hang it on their walls.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Pick some of the prettiest blocks, and because, like I said, the quilt's in bad shape, and if we don't do something with it pretty soon, it's deteriorating away. So, and I don't know any way to store it to keep it any better. So,
Emily, is that like the Sunbonnet Sue? Sunbonnet Sue?
It is.
It is.
You need to put it in one of them vacuum bags, Rita.
Well, yeah, I know.
Have you seen them? You can take your sweeper and suck air out of it.
Frame the blocks. Yeah. Good night.
Good night, Lisa.
I need to get to bed. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:40. Yes.
That's true. I've always heard that. What is it? Is Miss Lawrence? Is that what it is?
Yes, Miss Lawrence. That's true, but I don't know where it is, and I never saw it, and I never been in it.
Sure.
Well, it's the truth. I guess my mom would beat the holy fire out of me if I tried.
Pictureness. Oh, that's one of the Dutch. We'll have to go look at that. Can't see it right now.
Yes, it looks like a Sunbonnet Sue. Yeah. Yeah. I thought about making one of those because you can make them all different colors. And those are usually all facing the same direction, aren't they?
I think probably wouldn't matter. Yeah.
Learning the history of blocks and quilts is just very interesting.
But my mama's got two Dutch dolls. One that the aunt that finished this old quilt made for her when she was a little girl. And we always called them Dutch dolls. We did. They wasn't Sunbonnet Sues. They were Dutch dolls.
Well, I'm fairly new to quilting, and so these are the latest thing that I heard people call them. So it's probably why it was made out of their clothes. Hey, Rita, have you ever been to airing of the quilts in Greenwood?
No, I haven't. No, I don't go. I never
go
go
nowhere.
No place.
Oh, man. Love it. You just stand there like, you just walk around hanging in this beautiful, I've worked in it several years. I worked in it last year, and it's just cool.
It's about time for it to come up again, ain't it?
I saw them advertising for it. They showed the empty building. It's a big old glass wooden building up on a hill in Greenwood, and saying it's almost that time.
Nah.
So I usually work in it. They ask me to work in it every year, but I probably won't this year. I'd like to go to it though. And they have a little tea room. Is it called Miss Laura's Tea Room or something? They have little sandwiches and dessert. It's really cool. I think I have a book with a pattern.
I've been to Nacogdoches a lot.
Any of y'all ever made film?
There's a big.
If y'all ever made a chicken quilt, I've made a couple of chicken quilts.
You guys
maybe not the ones you're talking about.
Little chickies on them. The guy know about the rumors on what.
What is that block called? Because I never could find that block. I thought it might have been a rolling block, or a rolling star, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, J. Mary, really? The picture next to my they wouldn't let the GIs go down by the river where Miss Laura's was. Have you guys ever made it? Oh, look at that. That is pretty.
Is it a rolling star? I don't know what it is. What it's actually called? Rolling block? Because it's got the little block
of your Gigi quilt.
Little pieces.
What's a Gigi quilt?
The one my great grandmother started. This one's what she's meaning.
Oh, I thought she might have meant to put WW for the wedding ring quilt. Oh no, WWR, wouldn't it? Wedding wing. I love a chicken pattern. Oh, wow. We had a famous one in Miss Nellie Jackson. There was a documentary. What a thing to be famous for. Yeah. I think they moved Miss Laura's, or maybe not. It's in the same old building downtown Fort Smith. Those are nice buildings. Miss Laura's. I guess it was a place of where they could go and ladies would be dancing or something. So I've never seen that pattern before. Nope, I don't recognize it either, Joan.
But it's an old one because it was started like in the 1890s. And I said the great grandmother died. She was in her 20s when she died. And then her daughter, Aunt Hattie finished it.
I had an Aunt Hattie, Hattie, Hattie.
This is Hattie, Hattie.
Hattie. My grandmother's name was Biddy Leona. That's the name of my sewing machine that she taught me on. Moffat. Yeah, we know Moffat. Moffat, just under and over the river and under the bridge. It almost, yeah, another side. It was wild down there. Sounded like all of Fort Smith and all this area was wild. Yeah. Cowboys and Indians and the hanging judge and wild, wild west. It's still a western town. It is. Because I moved from Longview, Texas, and Longview is about the same size, but Longview was new and very nice and had curbs, just very nice. I went back to Fort Smith, no curbs. I mean, it's just dirt and then the road, and it's definitely a country town. Rita's Chicken Quilt is the first show of Rita's that I saw. Oh, Rita's Chicken Quilt. She had it up one time somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I showed some of those blocks. I've made 3 of those chicken quilts, and then I started putting the bonnets on them. But I hadn't finished that one yet.
Putting the bonnets on the chickens?
Mm-hmm.
Cute. I don't know if I noticed that, but
I hadn't finished that one yet. It's unfinished project, like all my projects.
Well, since I'll be spending a little time here, and like I'll spend most of this month, February, in Texas, but I'm doing that, Miss. I'm doing that, Rita. I'm finishing up projects.
Project now.
That's my goal. Now I'm working on a t-shirt quilt and can't quite. It's not in my head yet. I'll get it. Usually, if I lay it out, look at it, move it around, then it hits me every time. It's like, I'll do this. I'll do that. Cute, cute, cute.
I'm going to show you my bonnet chicken. And the whole quilt started. Can you see her?
I don't know if I understand it. Where's the hat?
Let me make myself big if I can figure out how. How do I make myself big? Huh. I can't see where to make myself big.
Wow, J. Mary.
No, that
Not me, you.
There we go. That'll work, won't it? There's my bonnet chicken. See her bonnet?
Oh, it's a bonnet, and then that's the beak coming out.
That's her, yeah, that's her beak.
Oh, cute.
See?
And the wing?
Yep.
Got the wing on there. Hi, Kathy. Oh, hi, Kathy.
Well, what did back to chat now?
Yeah, that's the one. I got some cheater fabric of the Dutch girl and boy. Oh.
Hey, Kathy Waits.
So that's a new name for it. Instead of Sunbonnet Sue, the original name is, well, that's just like the quilts. I taught a class on it, and it was called Pussy in the Corner. That is the old name for it, Pussy in the Corner. And we took the class. They said, we ain't calling it that. We're calling it Kitty in the Corner. That's what they called it. They changed the name to Kitty in the Corner. It's over there. I guess through time, some of them have been changed. Like Sunbonnet Sue may be the new name, and the Dutch girl and boy is the old name. Maybe.
Probably.
I'm going to turn that fan off. I'm about to.
Well, I'm fixing to leave, y'all. I'm going to turn out the lights.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. Okay. Oh, what is that popped up? Well, I think call it Dutch girl and boy because it is a wee bit different from Sunbonnet Sue. Oh,
it's not much different because it's got all that embroidery on the little bonnets and stuff, but it's not a whole lot different.
And the little dress for the girl and pants for the boy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, good night. Thank you, Joan. Bless me. You know, I sneezed. Oh, my goodness. There's a difference.
Oh, the difference?
Yeah, well, a slightly variation of it, huh? Thanks for having this, Rita. And so what time do you normally start? 9 o'clock on Thursday?
About 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and the iron.
And we need to live stream that day, don't we? It was Nancy called me this afternoon, and she just loves it when we live stream from the store with all the chit chat and all. So we'll see about it.
What's the food's going to be
The
for
food?
Thursday?
I don't know.
Yeah. Then you're on your diet, you know. So I was wondering if you're going to make them people eat some of that stuff you're making.
That stuff I'll eat, but I wouldn't want to feed it to anybody. I do make these little cheesecakes that are pretty good with the artificial sugar that are good. So I don't know.
But make sure you have Rhonda turn the microphone down a little
Or
bit.
put my
for
head away
Thursday.
from it.
And I've got a box or two of them Simple Meals cookies with the almond flour. They're store bought. They're good, but they're pricey just to hand out to everybody. So,
Yeah, well,
but it's just a few cookies for $5-6. But anyway, we'll see.
I wish I could make a quiche. I'm gonna have to look up I love quiche. I have some spinach.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Some kind of breakfast casserole would be good to eat first thing when we get there. That's what I was thinking.
And it's healthy.
Yeah,
On my I'll say diet, but
because
doesn't have carbs.
that day that I made them biscuits and gravy and sausage gravy and eggs, they ate it all.
Hi, Hugo. We're getting ready to leave, though.
We've been here 2 hours and 53 minutes. It's almost 10, and it is 10 where 11 where some of them's at.
So you're gonna have that little iron for me to buy?
Yes, I've got to remember to take it back up to the shop because it's still down here. I put it in that bag and I'll get it up there.
Make sure you mark the price up.
She did, yeah. So I'll come on Thursday, and I don't know if I'll stay, but as long as I'm welcome.
Well, as long as you're welcome, Rhonda, you stay as long as you want to. You know that.
Well,
One thing about it, Rhonda, when you're there, she can't put you in timeout.
she can't mute me.
Randy, you're the only person I've ever put in timeout, and I forget what that was even for, but anyway, I did. So
cute. And he bore it bravely.
Well, you put me in timeout for something one time. I can't remember what it was, but no,
because I could.
No. All right, we are going to have to go.
Okay,
All right,
good
bye,
night,
guys.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right, good night. Waving to Marilyn and everybody that's still here. There's a few of you still here. Y'all all go get ready for bed too, okay? We'll see you next time.